the July 10th, 2024 licensing hearings and public safety committee to order. Roll call, Alder Perella.
Here.
Alder Pearson.
Here.
Alder Lefebvre.
Here.
Alder Heidemann.
Here.
Alder Rust is here. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We all know each other. Should we do another introduction just so you get a handle of us?
Yeah, sure.
Alrighty, well, we start with you and we'll make our way around then.
I'm not sure I've met all of you. My name is Audrey Krauts. I'm the new city attorney.
Joe Heidemann, District 10 Alderman.
Zach Rust, District 8, Chair.
Gracia Perdela, District 7.
Eric Montiel, Fire Chief.
David Peterson, District 3.
Robert Lefebvre, District 4, Vice Chair.
And Melissa Garcia, paralegal.
Alrighty, perfect.
And then there's
And
Chuck
who's
Adams,
the guy in the blue?
city attorney.
We all know.
You know the guy that handed out the paperwork.
Alrighty, I'm looking for approval of minutes from last meeting.
Moved to approve.
Second.
All those in favor of approving the minutes?
Aye.
Chair votes aye, those are approved. Item number 6, general ordinance number 8-24-25. Resolution amending section 2-467 of the Sheboygan Municipal Code so as to update the name of the municipal court.
So the Sheboygan Area Municipal Court is what we are hoping to go forward with for the municipal court for the name. So the town of Wilson began the process of joining our court, and it's sort of just the area around, and we'd like to change it for consistency.
Any questions, comments?
Doors gotta stay open.
Yeah,
I have to read it.
Yeah, because we're open.
So then, would you mind to raise your voice?
Speak louder, yes, I can do that,
Talk
yep.
louder a little bit, I couldn't hear you.
Do you want me to repeat myself?
Yeah.
No, that's fine, I read it.
All right, do we have any questions, comments?
Yeah, so that's the only change, correct?
Yep, it's just the name.
Only change,
Just the name.
thank you.
I'll move approval of this resolution.
I'll second it.
Alrighty, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Chair votes aye, that is approved. Number 7, resolution number 37-24-25, a resolution establishing an updated bond schedule.
So a bond schedule is required for every violation in the city ordinances, and it needs to be updated regularly as to reflect changes in Wisconsin state law. So the bond schedule was updated. No other changes were made other than to reflect current state law. The municipal judge has had the opportunity under the law to comment on the schedule anytime that the city attorney's office updates it or we update it, and he has not provided any recommended changes.
Any questions, comments?
So changes were made because there were changes on the state level?
Yes.
Okay, so changes were made, it's just that no additional change by our municipal judge were made.
Other than to reflect what
Right.
is state law,
Right.
correct?
So-
Thank you.
So these were mandated from the state.
Yes.
The one other thing is we hadn't done the bond schedule since we recodified. So it does have the new recodified numbers, but that's not substantive. Yeah.
All right, any other comments? All right, I'm looking for a motion.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Chair votes aye, that is approved. Item number 8, resolution number 41-24-25, a resolution authorizing professional services agreements between the City of Sheboygan and Wendell Architecture PC for architectural design services related to the construction of Fire Station 2 and Fire Station 3. Chief.
Yeah, thank you, Chair. So really, this is just a standard agreement, so we can start working with Wendell /5 Bugle Architecture. And the land's been purchased, so this is all for designing and moving forward, so.
These are some of those items that you had mentioned to me when I took that tour.
Correct.
Yeah, okay.
Correct, that's all being addressed. So the land we purchased was the old county building right next to the police station. So that is where the headquarters will be built. Knock on wood, hopefully everything goes as according to plan. So, yeah.
Chair?
Thank you,
Or
Chairman.
Joe?
Thanks for the vote.
Promote field motion.
Okay, when I saw this on the agenda, I saw where the rules were suspended. I wasn't too happy about that. Did you realize that the rules were going to be suspended on that when you signed that document or that ordinance?
For the fire station?
For the one that for the document that came forward, your name's on it.
Well, I haven't been able to look at my,
It was my understanding that was
It was a typo.
yeah.
So,
there was a
because I
typo,
asked
so there
about
was a
that.
typo on the ordinance and there was a typo on the agenda.
Because we passed through that, because that came to here now. Yeah, no, I
Right.
remember that. Yeah, no, I remember that. That was never, we never suspended for that.
But that's something that I was going to ask too, is
Right.
that resolution needs to be amended, I believe.
So you actually have the updated documents in front of you now. The updated ones are connected, but it should be clear that what you're approving is you're approving the resolution as written, but you're approving the new attachments.
Right.
So Attorney Majerus spent some time negotiating and got us a little better contract. So the
Okay.
new one in front of you is in the proper form.
So the fact that it does say, I'm sorry, so the fact that it does say that suspending the rules in the original resolution, that's not important for.
Not important.
Okay.
Thank you, Chair. The question I have, and what I had a discussion about this resolution with our city administrator.
Mhm.
And he said this was a management team decision. Okay, so the competitive bids never went to finance? Did you ever see any competitive
No, actually,
bids?
I had a question about that.
Yeah.
I don't recall, no.
No, I don't think they were. Okay, and I have a problem with that. Okay, I don't think any of you have ever built a fire station before. But I was part of building a police station. And I'll tell you what, the council at that time were more involved than having something rubber stamped by the mayor's office or the management team and sent to the common council, suspend the rules and let's get this done.
So I guess that would be a question for you. Were you part of that process?
So
Because council leadership, unless Dean was, I was not part of that process, so I can't say I was a part of that.
So my understanding, and yes, I've been part of this process all the time. We did have 7 different architect companies submit, and I know you say bids, so I don't know the exact words of what, but they submitted their proposal.
Okay.
We vetted as management team, as fire, city, and public works and the purchasing agent. We vetted through those to get the top 3. And then we invited the top 3 to do a presentation. 1 bailed.
Right, okay.
And then the other 2. So then the Wendell and SEH, which was the other, SEH, Wendell does all they do is fire stations. That's
Right.
all they do. SEH really does some, but not. That's not their priority. And we were using them for the prior process. And it was us driving SEH, us doing all the work, which is not what you want out of an architect company. They're supposed to guide us. So we didn't feel comfortable going with SEH again. So I don't know about the process as far as going to council for that. Bernie was involved with that, the purchasing agent, so I thought everything was on the normal process of what the city does, so I
And
can't speak.
That might be normal for some people. It's just not normal for me. So we never saw a comparison bid as to another company, whether or not we could make a sound decision on whether or not we want to hire them. This is $1 million contract. This isn't, chump change. And when I read, and they sent me all the copies of that thing, and I tried to labor through it, but I did see the parts where it says, if we don't have enough financing for certain portions of that project, you're going to have to come back and we're going to have to pay more money than $1 million. Okay, so I guess my question is, this company builds all kinds of fire stations, right?
That's all they built, correct?
All they build.
Correct.
So they have to come up with $1 million plan for the city of Sheboygan. Wouldn't they have a plan already available that they could save us some money?
So
And say, listen, Sheboygan, you go look at the fire station. Hey, I like this one. Okay, knock off $500,000.
Yeah, so it's my understanding, Alder Heidemann, that this is what I talked about yesterday, starting those meetings, building the concept, coming up with the station. It's not building the station. That $1 million is solely
Right.
for the design
I understand
phase.
that.
So I'm not part of the financial meeting. I've never been told it's going to be 800,000, $1 million, 0.2,
Right.
all that. So I don't know where this million came from other than Administrator Wolf, or Administrator Bradley. But that's, yeah, so I don't know if they gave us an amount saying, hey, it's not to exceed $1 million. It's it was the same process as SCH. We allocated X amount of dollars for the design concept, and it wasn't to exceed that. It was the exact same verbiage as this, basically.
I guess.
So I don't know, that question might be better for Administrator Bradley.
Right, but again, I would have been more comfortable at financing it or have our committee see it and say, hey, okay, these are the guys that are involved in this. Let's make a decision here. I can help you make that decision. I don't have a problem doing that. But just the fact that it goes to a management team we're the ones that have to vote for this. You know, we're spending the money. Not the management team doesn't spend any money. We're on the hook for it. So I want to see that the money is spent and spent well. But again, I also believe aldermen should be part of the process, and any building project, the magnitude of this.
Yeah, then all I would ask is that you speak with Administrator Bradley. Then nobody excluded the alders or any committees on purpose. That wasn't like, oh, we're not going to tell them. I just don't know I've never built a station, so I could tell you what I need in the station. I can tell you what, and what we need is maybe not what you think we should get, but if we need it, that's what we need to have to operate, and that's what we need to function, and it's my job to explain that to you.
Okay.
So I understand that part. So I do apologize on not having, I just don't want to speak for Administrator Bradley. I don't know that process. I just know nothing, I'm sorry. Nothing was done underhanded. It wasn't, ooh, let's do this and sneak this by.
Right.
So I hope you understand that.
So to make it really clear, what we have right now is just for the design and the concept. It's not for the actual brick and mortar.
No,
that will have to come back later.
Absolutely.
That will come through the council.
I would assume so. Again, I've never been through the process.
No, that would have to go, I assume when the new police station was built, that had to go through finance.
Also buildings and grounds.
Right,
There were a number of council representatives that were involved in it.
Right.
I wasn't involved in it.
Right.
So to get to this stage where we're spending $3 million and we haven't seen one scrap of paper on it, that kind of bothers me.
Yeah, that's not true. Please let me correct you on that.
Okay.
You did see the $1.2 million in the CIP. Yep.
Gotcha.
I've been very open on that.
Okay.
This was all done in the CIP, every step of the way, even with SEH. So you have seen that.
Okay.
Maybe some of the alders that are not on the board or on the council now have.
Okay.
So remember, we purchased the land $1.3 million. That $2 million was set aside in CIP.
Right.
So I don't know if this is something, again, different. My assumption is because it's $1 million and we only had the 2 million set aside. So that I can't answer, but the rest has been brought up.
Yeah, the only comment I would add is that, first of all, I had the same question, actually. I would have liked to have some background information about the biddings, regardless of who made the final decision between the ones or among the ones that made the final bids. But I would have liked to see, okay, so we went through this process, we had a few bids, because I had the exact same question. How did we get to this company? Since it is $1 million, I assumed that it was a bidding process, but we didn't receive any background information today, right? So in that, I would have liked that. And yes, I agree with all the comments. We will need to be fully aware of each step at this level of expenditures even more.
Okay, I will definitely write that down and express that. I apologize. I just don't know.
No,
I think it's a bidding process because we
Right.
got the price and the costs, and this is what it would have taken from each architect company and what they would offer. So, but
There is a purchasing policy that you as a council approved. Some of you may not have been on the council when it was approved. And that process that Administrator Bradley and the chief went through followed that purchasing policy.
Yeah, that may be possible, but I don't recall, for example, details about the bidding process itself or mention of 2 or 3 companies and the differences between the bids. For example, why you decided to go with one or the other. We didn't receive any of that type of information. That I agree that it would be proper for us to be fully aware of that type of information. I would agree.
okay, I will bring that up.
Any other comments? Questions? Alrighty, I am looking for a motion.
I make the motion.
Second.
All right, all those,
To be clear, to approve. Motion to
Yeah.
approve.
yeah, sorry. All right. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those against? Chair votes aye, that's approved. Last comment, yeah, just if we could even just get a group email for this committee with Administrator Bradley as far as just the bidding process that was done. So then it's more info for all of us to know.
Yep.
And then we're all on the same page come next week for council meeting and we all have a better idea. That'd be appreciated.
Okay, Administrator Bradley's gone for the rest of the week, but I will contact him.
yeah.
Hopefully Monday.
Hopefully Monday.
I know that's late,
Right.
but.
Right, no, that's fine.
So we'll be
No
receiving an email from you?
No, it'll be from-
Probably from Administrator Bradley. I'll talk to his office.
Probably it'll have to get attached to the agenda because sending an email to half of the council is potentially violating public meetings laws, so.
Yeah, don't get me in trouble.
Yeah, right. Alrighty. Item number 9, general ordinance number 6-24-25. An ordinance amending various sections of the Sheboygan Municipal Code so as to amend the regulation of right-of-way signs.
This ordinance just updates the process for approving signs to be placed in the right of way and provides an updated process for removing illegal signs from the right of way.
Any questions?
Where do we have, thank you, where do we have illegal signs?
So most commonly, the most common ones are when people put political signs in the right of ways.
Oh, okay, you're
Yeah.
talking about between the curb and the gutter.
Right, these are
Gotcha.
this is in the city right of way.
All right, no problem.
But sometimes it's garage sale signs. or
Garage sales,
whatever.
yeah, that's what it's supposed to be there for.
Alrighty. Any other?
Yeah, I was just curious, and I thought that those were the signs because typically those are the signs that I see on public places where it should be. But how does the police know that some signs are allowed? Do they carry a registration number or something on the sign when they are legal signs?
Well, if they're in the right of way and they're not city signs, they're not going to be legal.
Very good, very good. Thank you. That makes sense. Thank you.
Alrighty. Any other questions, comments? Alrighty, looking for a motion.
I'll move approval of this resolution.
Second.
Okay.
Alright, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Chair votes aye, that is approved. Item number 10, RO number 27-24-25 by the city clerk submitting various license applications.
Staff recommends granting all of the applications.
Alrighty. Any comments, questions? Alright, looking for a motion.
I make a motion to recommend granting.
A second.
Alright, all those in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Chair votes aye, that's approved. Next meeting date will be July 24th, 2024. Looking for a motion to
Move to
adjourn.
adjourn.
Second.
Alrighty, all those in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Chair votes aye. We are adjourned at 4:48.
Longest meetings ever.